Hi everybody, welcome to Cancer Cooks. I hope you're well. So today I'm going to show you one of my absolute must-haves for the fridge, which is halloumi. It's absolutely perfect because A, it has a really great shelf life, B, it's really quick to cook. So all I'm going to do with this is just slice it into wedges. So if you've never used halloumi before, it's just a Cypriot cheese and it's got quite a low fat content, so it grills and it fries really well. But what you will find with it is it's got quite a lot of moisture in it out of the packet. So what I'm going to do is just take some of that moisture off. Otherwise, what you'll find is when you put it in the pan to fry it, that your pan fills up with water. So I'm just going to take a little bit of flour here. Going to add some chilli flakes, and as always, completely optional with the chilli, but we're all about boosting flavour. So, and I'm just going to roll that in the chilli and in the flour. And then I've got a pan on the heat. So I'm just going to drizzle of rapeseed oil. And that's going to go into the pan, and it cooks really, really quickly, so you have to keep an eye on it. It is going to take a matter of minutes on each side. And while that's cooking, I'm just going to make a quick dressing, which I'm just going to take some lemon juice, some rapeseed oil again. You can use olive oil, whichever oil you've got to hand, as long as it's not, sunflower oil or vegetable oil, but any kind of olive oil. Chili oil works really well. In fact, you can use chili oil rather than making this dressing for speed. That's ready. And I'm just going to pop a pita bread in. So the reason I'm making this today, or the reason I'm going to do the next 3 kind of recipes for you over this series, is to just think about changing the way that you think about food. So rather than thinking about our kind of very British way of having 3 meals throughout the day, and having kind of one main meal of an evening, is just kind of being a bit more continental, a little bit more Spanish about it, and just thinking maybe about tapas. Because what I found with David is, if I presented a plate of food, it would be quite overwhelming. So a much better way of dealing with his appetite was to serve things tapas style in the centre of the table, choices of things on different plates, so that he could then choose what he wanted from. And that was a lot less over-facing than just presenting a plate of dinner. So we would tend to eat more tapas style. And I would possibly make 2 or 3 things, so that if there was something that when he started eating it, he found it wasn't right, then there would be something else. And I think this is the thing with David's cancer, with bowel cancer. I think your body tells you what it wants and what it doesn't. So consciously, I might say to him, what would you like? And I would make it, and he'd then start eating it, and it just wouldn't sit properly. So this is a really good way of, rather than having a big scene about, well, you said, you wanted this, and I've made it, and now you don't want it. This would be a really good way of having those choices there, so that, if the carby thing wasn't working, then you could have more of the protein thing, or you could have the salad. So just thinking about maybe making 2 or 3 smaller things and just having that option there. So with this one, I would maybe, make the halloumi. I'd then serve it with, maybe a tomato and cucumber salad on a separate plate, and then maybe I'd do some sweet potato fries. And this halloumi is taking on a nice golden colour and giving it that flour. Just gives it a nice crispness to it as well. And there's always one part of the pan that cooks a little bit quicker than the others. That's my pita bread ready. So I'm going to serve this just with some wholemeal bread. Sorry. I've got some hummus on the side there, and that's hummus that I've made because I found that garlic was just a no-no, so I've just made up a quick hummus, which we'll do in another time. My halloumi is very nearly ready. And if you're watching this, just to explain, time-wise, we're in the middle of COVID-19, so you're going to find my hair's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. My eyebrows are going to get more and more of a disgrace as we go on. But this is another great thing because you can't go shopping all that often. You know, you have to have things in that you've got that you can just put out at the last minute. So all of these next 3 recipes are all going to be real kind of fridge, freezer staples that you can just have in. So that's my halloumi done. Nice golden colour. It's going to take my chilli dressing over the top. So there we are. Fried halloumi with hummus. Chilli, a little bit of a Greek salad, some hummus and pita bread. Took what? 4 minutes? Take care. Bye.